Welcome. This is Joshua Benoist and in product support. So we're discussing video 3 where we're talking about motors and motor control centers and getting them to be able to both use the equipment schedules as well as panel schedules. So let's go look at that. For those who want to look at the problem statement, here it is. Pause the video if you need to read this. So we were in the process of inserting a motor control center, and in the very first video we noted that this is an MV part. Let's go ahead and insert in a motor as well. So motor's not in this list, but it's probably in the device list. So let's go find a motor device, and we may have to add it here. There it is. So we'll insert a motor, and you'll notice if we look at the properties that it is a device. Okay, so the equipment schedules do not work with devices at all. Alright, I paused the video for a few support calls, and not sure where we left off, but so we inserted the motor and the motor control center, and they both have to be devices because MV parts don't work with the circuits. There is an existing wish request to make MV parts work with circuits, so we're aware of it. We know that we want to get there, and you may see it at some point in a future release, but so those wish requests exist. How do we use this? So if we can't use it as an MV part, make it a device, because a device does work with the equipment schedules and with the circuiting, but an MV part doesn't work both ways. So let's make this into a device. So let's go and let's explode that. EXPOODE. Alright, so we've exploded this. It is now just a block, but guess what? As a block, you can right click on it and say convert to device. So I'm going to call this MCC Control Center. And you can set this to whatever you want. Set the layer key to whatever you want. Probably want to go through this and add connectors. And I'm just going to do this to save time. So anyway, I'm going to say finish. So now we've got ourselves a device, and that can be circuited. So you can see down here we got circuit info and everything that we need to do to circuit it. And remember, in the previous video we created ourselves a equipment schedule and converted it so that it used devices by changing the applies to, as well as going into the property sets and changing the applies to there as well. So let's click on this and then go to the properties, change this to motor control center schedule, come back out here. Now we can select this, enter, stick it out there. So now notice that motor control center schedule that was previously working for an MV part is now working for a device, and we'd have to select this and right click and say attach all property sets here, add all property sets. There we are. And now you see the values fill out, and you could do the same thing with the motor if you want, and you know, add him to the motor control center schedule. It's a device, and now you can circuit them to a panel, and that's the solution. Thank you very much.